So I met Mary yesterday, and it honestly blew my mind how something she's going to explain to us, you wouldn't realize how much it helps, I mean, literally helps people with dementia and cognitive issues. And if you just take a moment to listen, it's going to blow your mind how much it helps them, and especially the part about other countries
Yes.
where they've implemented it. So I'm not going to waste any time. Mary, if you could introduce yourself and just share this incredible project that's helping so many people.
Thank you so much for having me on. Hi, I'm Mary Greer. I'm with the Grandbaby Project here in North Texas, but we're worldwide. Our project is a 20-year labor of love. It was started by Tanya Moon in the Houston area in honor of her grandmother, Nanny, Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby was a spicy lady in memory care, and she had been removed from 4 and was in the process of being removed from the 5th one.
Wow.
There was nowhere else for her to go except the state home. So a cousin of Tanya's brought a baby to the hospital, and we're not talking one of our beautiful babies like this one. We're just talking end cap at Walmart. But her life changed. When they gave her the baby, it all became about the baby. Miss Ruby would live in that home for 2.5 more years. She died with her baby in her arms and was buried with her baby. So Tanya knew she wanted to do dementia doll therapy. She didn't know at that time it was dementia doll therapy. And so she thought, well, I'll just Google it. After Tanya's daughter, Cameron, went off to college, she Googled it, and guess what? There's no information.
Nothing.
There's 15 studies worldwide.
Only 15.
Only 15. And one of them only had one participant. 15 studies. Now, they've been doing dementia doll therapy in the UK as well as Japan for quite a few years. When you go into a care home or a community in Japan, when you pick out your room, you pick out your baby.
Oh.
Some of the studies that really are the best have come out of Australia.
Okay.
We're just a little late to the party, but we're catching up fast. So after 53 times, we settled on, or Tanya settled on this baby. When people with dementia or any other cognitive issues, I'm going to set the baby down for a second. Your vision line goes from here down to a periscope. So what we were looking for, what she was looking for, was a baby with a big expression, so that that resident or that loved one can see it. Some of our babies have teeth. Teeth are really popular, but they're able to see and focus. They have a beautiful, happy expression on their face. Now, we always talk about them as babies, not as dolls. Their skin is very soft because there's so much problem with skin tears. With our elderly, their skin is so thin.
Wow.
And those tears, because they're like a scrape,
Yeah.
and your scrapes are worse than cuts.
Yeah.
They're easy to get infected.
Wow.
So a lot of work went into choosing this particular baby. Now, for our communities, what we do is we go out, we do a training that is supported by the Dementia Society of America. We are the only dementia doll company that they support. So we go out, we train everybody in memory care on how to do activities with the residents, how to care for this as if it's a baby, how to interact with them.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, we have the residents that know it's a doll. That's fine, because they still will react to this. And what it helps to do is cuts down on falls. Because you know, we didn't run and hurry around when we had our babies. We walked slowly and carefully. They're also sitting in the rocking chairs. They're rocking their baby. With the ones that have wandering and sundowning, it helps them. They can walk their baby to sleep. Then the community can say, Miss Ann, let's sit down with your baby. We all know when we get warm and quiet, we go to sleep. So it helps there. People that have not been reactive in months will react, will feed their babies, will sing lullabies. Even the folks that are not using proper words now, are using word salad. They will sit together and talk about their babies like we did as young parents.
Wow.
And it helps them to get out of their rooms, to socialize. One of the first things that a dementia patient is not going to want to do is take a bath. It's like the Wicked Witch of the East. You melt if you get that bath water on them. But it's like, Miss Ann, we need to take a bath so we can take care of our baby. We need to eat. We need to do everything. It reinforces their behavior without giving them more drugs. They don't need more drugs.
Yes, yes.
The babies do nothing and do everything. Their eyes do not move because we always have a wonky eye. Their hair is molded, so we don't have any hair in the mouth. There's no
Hair
eyelashes.
in the mouth of
the resident.
right,
Yes.
so it's safe and
It's safe,
clean.
exactly. They're very easy to clean,
Yes.
and they have stuffing in their little body. A trick that I found out when I first started presenting the babies is if you hold them tightly up against your body, they get warm. So when
Which
I
helps
am,
them to sleep,
yes,
like you said.
and when I am presenting a baby at a baby shower, they've all been scented with Johnson's baby powder spray. So we are handing you a warm baby that smells like a baby and feels like a baby. They have little fat wrinkles on the bottom of their feet. They have little fat wrinkles at the back of their neck. So they don't talk, anything like that, because if they had a box in there that was making noise, first thing that would come out and it would be in their mouth. We choose clothes specifically for the feel, for the texture. Zippers are very popular, snaps, never buttons, buttons go in mouths.
Oh.
But in the communities, and communities are always understaffed, you can take one caregiver and all of the memory care residents. It takes the average resident 45 minutes to undress, change the swaddler diaper, which they're all wearing, and redress this baby. One caregiver can watch them and help them all. That allows the other caregivers to go and do other things. Now, more importantly, when someone's being cared for in the home by their loved ones, this allows the loved one to have a few moments to go to the restroom, to eat something, to just sit down, because their loved one is occupied and they're safe. We stress safety above all else to keep people happy and safe and having a purpose in their life. This gives them a purpose.
Yes.
This gives them dignity. As you age or you're disabled or anything like that, the first thing you lose is your dignity. We're giving back dignity and love one cuddle at a time.
That's good. Mary, that was so good. And
Thank you.
I know personally that when an elderly person refuses to bathe, they can curse off the home care aide and lose the home care aide,
Yes.
and the company won't work with them.
Yes.
They can get violent and they can get kicked out of their assisted living home, as the story you shared.
Exactly.
And so it's just such an interesting concept that having the baby can help with this process.
It is,
Yeah.
because, like I said, they normally don't want to take a bath.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't bathe, that causes a lot of skin issues. But when you can say, to take care of your baby, you have to get your bath. That resonates with them. Now, when we do a community, we do training. Then we help the community to raise the money to buy the babies. The residents never pay. And then the babies are presented in a baby shower. If someone doesn't want a baby, that's fine. We leave the baby for them. Just doesn't resonate with them, they take the baby and they lay it down, or they're just not interested. We still leave that baby because peer pressure is as bad at 90 as it is at 9, except a 90-year-old will take a baby by force. We don't want any kidnappings. So we leave babies for everybody. We leave some extra. If a resident wants twins, they get twins.
Wow.
So we make sure through our support. Now, of course, if it's somewhere that is local to Texas, we then do all the training and everything in person. Now, in your case, it would be virtual, but we're always here to support, whether it's the family, the community, the assisted living locator representative. We're here to make that support because, if you have questions, anything like that, we want to make sure that you are getting the biggest benefit, plus you're passing that benefit along to the family, the friends, whomever is benefiting from this baby.
Yeah. I mean, Mary, you explained everything so well. I imagine you and your group helped so many families in so many real and tangible ways. I want to thank you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you for explaining this to us. Thank you for listening and watching. If this was helpful, please press subscribe and the bell notification. Hope to see you in the next video, but also please look up this
The
group
Grandbaby Project, yes.
and get involved, support, spread it, because I think it's really helping a lot of people. Thank you.